Good afternoon. I met Miguel. I did my technician to get it.
Testing. Testing.
Wonderful. Good afternoon, all. You look so lovely on this beautiful day in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And I am very pleased to introduce our class, our cohort of 2024, our G12 class number 13, and they are going to walk in. Can you please give them a hand of applause?
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is a very long-awaited day.
We're graduating after 7 long months. Are you all excited?
Yeah.
You all excited? I know you all happy. I know you all look happy after made that long trip back and forth. But we persevered and we made it here. So I just want to say congratulations to everybody who's here, everybody who made it. I hope that we have a very good graduation.
We are Group 13 of the G12 Financial Services Certificate Program for high school seniors. Not to be biased or anything, but we're the best group. Now, my lecturer said that, so y'all can quote them.
Now, I'd like you all to please stand as we open with prayer from an unforgettable member of the G12 program, Miss Aiden Bethany Fuller, who will be followed by the national anthem led by the talented Alyssa Culmer and Terry and Bryce and Tim Cash.
All heads bowed, all eyes closed. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for your loving kindness and tender mercy that we have extended to us by giving us this grand opportunity to learn and grow. As we have successfully reached the end of our session, we say thank you, Lord, because you have been good to us. We praise you for giving us each individual who has played a part in getting us to this place. The supportive administrative staff, the lecturers, fellow students, parents, and alternate drivers that allowed us to get home safely. We ask that you keep them safely in your loving arms, provide and protect them from harm and danger, seen and unseen. We declare your blessings over this ceremony and ask that you have your way, Lord. This let me pray, amen. Amen.
Class welcome.
Followed by the opening remarks by Mrs. Dino Cartwright, President of FIPS, will be introduced by Joshua.
I extend the warmest welcome to everyone. Firstly, I must express how honored we are to have Mrs. Yolande Donaldson as patroness of this special event. Today, she represents the strength, vision, and courage of the first leadership of the central bank that lit the spark that led us to being here today. We welcome the current central bank governor, John Rolle, whose support of this program is directly responsible for the amenities of our graduation ceremony today. We are so happy that you are here today to share with us our parents, family, friends, teachers, guidance counselors, course lecturers, course contributors, and guest speakers, program sponsors, and everyone else. Welcome and enjoy. The late after partner and then role partner. We know big partner serves as president of the is a teacher by he is a 2011 graduate of the College of the Bahamas, now University of Mr. Cartwright holds a Bachelor of Business Administration degree in the Discipline of Economics. He holds a Master of Business Administration Administration degree from the University of Rolle with a concentration in accounting and finance. He is a chartered banker and a certified financial planner. He has over 15 years of experience in audit, compliance, and regulatory banking arena. He has the designation of Fellow of the Bahamas Institute of Financial Services, where he is also an adjunct lecturer. Mr. Cartwright is CEO of Cornerstone Advisory and Catalyst Logistics and Business Services. He is a partner with G12 Graduation, a financial planning and advisory firm. Mr. Cartwright is dedicated to service and to the empowerment of others. He is married. He is a marriage officer and a justice of the peace. He is a co-chairperson of the Bahamas National Youth Advisory Council. He is a member of the Bahamas National Youth Policy Team, the Juvenile Justice Reform Project, and the Project Youth Justice, a legal aid service. Dino Cartwright is lead pastor of the Bethel Church, which was launched in 2020 and serves as a member of the North American Council of Apostles and Prophets. He is the happy husband of the former Brittany Miller and the proud father of Elias Simone and Linda. Let's welcome this president, Mr. Dino Cartwright.
Thank you very much. It is an honor to be here. You would note in the booklet today that I have written remarks. And so there is just one thing that I would like to leave with our graduates this evening, the cohort of 2024 of this G12 program. That the greatest skill that you can carry out of this entire program, even after you would have graduated school, after you would have graduated college, and wherever you go after that, is that you must develop the ability to learn, and relearn. Because it is the society with which you will be called to lead, the one that you will be called to serve, is one that is ever evolving, one that is ever changing, and it requires the ability to think, the ability to transition, and the ability to be agile. And so as you graduate today, I want to challenge you and let you know that whatever you have learned in this G12 program, in 5 years, that information would be irrelevant. Hopefully what we would have taught you today, or what we would have taught you at BIPS, is the ability to be able to think. That is one of the characteristics and the qualities that our generation we're losing. We would rather be taught or told everything that we are learning, or that we will learn. But my challenge to you as you walk out of these doors, as you go ahead and continue education, is understanding that learning never stops. That the day that you stop growing is the day that you stop living. And so I encourage you to always bear an open mind. I encourage you to always have a question on your mouth. And I always encourage you to challenge the status quo. May God bless you, and may you be congratulated. On behalf of the leadership here at BIPS, we want to say that it was a pleasure to indeed be a part of your learning experience, and we're always here to help you in your journey. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Cartwright, for all that you have done as the community program.
Learning never stops. You know, some Mr. Fernando used to say, guys. Up next is our keynote speaker, Governor John A. Rolle, who will be introduced by Chantel Stavella and Ethan Lecthorne.
Central Bank of the Bahamas Governor John A. Rolle hails from Andros Island.
He is a trained and experienced economist and a certified financial analyst.
The sixth governor of the Central Bank, he began leadership of the bank in 2016.
Before that, he was a financial secretary in the Ministry of Finance and oversaw a number of initiatives, including the introduction of Barclays.
He was appointed to the executive board of the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, and served a number of years as an economic policy advisor supporting Caribbean countries in his role as senior advisor to the executive director for Canada, Ireland, and the Caribbean constituency.
His undergraduate studies in economics were at the College of the Bahamas and Western University, Canada. His graduate studies were at Fulton University, Canada, and at American University, Washington, D.C.
His leadership at the central bank saw the introduction of the world's first central bank digital currency, the sound dollar.
Let's welcome Governor John A. Rose, our keynote speaker.
Good evening. Good evening. And thank you, Kim, Ian, and others for inviting me to be here and inviting the central bank to be a part of this very important event. First of all, I would like to congratulate the students for successfully completing the Bahamas Institute of Financial Services G12 program. The Central Bank of the Bahamas is very proud to partner with the Institute in this important exercise. In a way, it is an advanced form of financial literacy to which you've all been exposed. As well, you've gained skills that will help you make important, informed decisions about your future careers. I did take a very quick moment to see that most, except maybe one person, have already decided what they're going to study in college, so that's good. Some of you might move into financial services, in which case you have a valuable head start and help you map out your future advanced studies. For others, irrespective of your career path, please be assured that there is an advantage in having the financial knowledge that you've acquired. Doctors, lawyers, teachers, farmers, fishermen, they all need to be proven financial planners and financial managers. And they all need to understand how the development in our Bahamian economy will impact them both in a personal way and in their business sense, and in their business settings. I also browsed before this evening the curriculum of the G12 program, and there are two broad range of topics that came out that I thought were relevant. The first is that we should all study some ethics. So please make full use of that knowledge and be willing to include more of such exposure in the future study that you undertake. Even if it is as the subject you choose as electives in college, please do more studies in ethics. How you conduct yourself ethically will set you apart in your careers. Ethics, in my view, underpins the honest, motivated ways in which we apply ourselves in our careers and in the workplace. In my view, it also holds the key culturally, emphasis on culturally, to how we can perform to make our country and industries more internationally competitive and vibrant. Ethics is more than just about what is legal or illegal. It is about also what is honest, right? About how we approach work, how we put energy unreservedly into delivering customer service and conducting ourselves professionally. Or let's summarize it in one sentence. If you were to do something, no one else saw it, but you knew that no one else would never see it or know about it, would you still do it? That's ethics. And try to relate that to what you would have studied in this program. And I encourage you, therefore, to embrace good ethics and to become more skilled and knowledgeable in this area. The second noteworthy observation for me was the coverage of topics related to digital financial services. You should take from this knowledge, sort of damping with what Mr. Carpenter just said about how quickly things change, but take from this knowledge the fact that the Institute programs over the years have stayed very current. And so that is a very current topic for us today in our conference. And it would not have even been on any curriculum 20 years ago or 50 years ago when the Institute started. The related set of topics are therefore very relevant for how the Bahamas can become more efficient and resilient as a sparsely populated archipelago. And in terms of digital financial services, so a very important work stream of the central bank, for example, is working through the SAN Rolle to be able to extend the reach of financial services to all persons in the Bahamas on equal terms and at similar levels of convenience, irregardless of who they are or where they live. At the same time, since it's about financial inclusion, we're thinking very actively about how the government can introduce policies to ensure universal access to reliable internet and cellular data services, which are needed in order to connect to digital financial services. And we're also thinking about how regulations can adapt to make it easier for services to be supplied in compliant fashion through the digital channels. So the parents might not understand some of that because of a little bit of cloudy jargon related to the industry. But I'm sure after studies, all of you understand what we mean when we talk about compliance in services supply and what that would mean for a country like the Bahamas. For somebody in a compliant way, open up a bank account, probably now go without a compliant account. So that's the kind of way we're looking at it and how that person can withdraw money and get cash and transfer money to another individual in Niagara or Crooked Island. You're having to use a courier to get the money to the next point. So that's what's very important for us in this work. As I noted earlier, your studies also covered many other valuable topics which I hope you will retain and from which I hope that you will benefit in very practical ways. This year's graduation has extra special meaning because it is a joint celebration of the 50th anniversary of the Institute and the Central Bank of the Bahamas. As you know, it is not a coincidence. The Bahamas Institute of Financial Services, which started with the Bahamas Institute of Bankers, was founded under the leadership and the insistence of the first governor of the central bank, Mr. T. Basil Donaldson. So the central bank is very pleased to join the Institute in recognizing Mr. Donaldson's founding support. And we remain committed to supporting the Institute and to extending the reach of financial education among our high school students. So congratulations to all of this evening's graduates and to the proud and supportive family members. Congratulations also to the Institute and the instructors for yet another successful year of the G12 program. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rolle. The speech was very informative and we'll be sure to utilize everything that you have said. We would now like to call the great, the wonderful, the melodious Jay Ferguson to lecture with a musical selection.
If you love inside your heart, you don't have to be afraid of what you are. You never if you reach into your soul, and the sorrow that you know, we know the way.
Yeah. Come on, today.
And then a hero comes along, with the strength to carry on, and you catch it. So when you feel like strong, look inside you and you finally say, and let it realize in you. It's a long road when you face the world. No one reaches out for you. You can find love if you search again inside, and the emptiness you have would be the and then a hero comes along with strength to carry on, and you catch the fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you finally see the truth that a hero lies in you.
Thank you so much, Jay, for that wonderful performance.
And now coming to the podium, very dear friend and colleague, classmate, will be coming to introduce all of our lecturers, and I'm sure she's left an indelible mark on each of them. Perhaps the most unforgettable students. Miss Asia Latrell, leaving.
All right, today, I thank my friend for that lovely introduction. With protocol already being established, a pleasant good evening to all. Good evening. Throughout the 6-month duration of this course, my peers and I were able to learn, be taught, and mentored by, in my opinion, the most prestigious and qualified individuals in the financial service industry. My last assignment that was given to me by this was the easiest. Having the honor to introduce the most amazing lecturers that would have sacrificed their time, imparted their knowledge, and made a difference in every single student's life that they would have come across during the duration of this course. In my first module, Financial Calculations and Technologies, we were introduced to Ms. Ashani Holbrook, who currently holds the role as the Client Relationship Officer at a local brokerage within the capital market sector. During this module, she effortlessly transformed financial calculations into a digestible and enjoyable experience with her knowledgeable insights and witty humor. Next, in the second module, Economic Concept and Application, we were introduced to the lovely Ms. Nancy Ward. An economist who currently works in the research department at the Central Bank of the Bahamas. And I must say, Ms. Ward was quite an outstanding educator who went above and beyond to connect with her students. And her passion for the youth of this country was evidently displayed in the 5 short weeks that we got to know her.
Having already done economics in school, not only did she summarize topics that I would have already learned in a clear and concise way, but she would have explored topics that will prepare myself and my peers for the next chapter of our professional lives. Next, this lecturer, who I commonly refer to as an acquired taste, due to his strong and opinionated nature on a variety of topics that range from financial services to life in general. We were introduced to Mr. Dave Shannon Smith in our third module. He has a substantial amount of experience in the financial service industry, which he has not failed to make known in every single class. His understanding in financial services further equips this graduating class with the tools and understanding needed to effectively analyze and solve problems within the domain of the financial service industry. Having held many senior management positions in premier financial institutions, in addition to being the founding partner in DSS 360 Solutions Limited, there was no one more qualified to impart their knowledge in financial services to us. Mr. Smith's seasoned insights into the industry allowed us to be guided, challenged, and inspired at every turn. Last, but certainly not least, a lecturer that I know the class would agree that we hold near and dear to our hearts. Her motherly wisdom served as a guiding light, instilling in us the motivation to excel, while her profound knowledge of business ethics helped to shape the minds of her students for the better. Mrs. Helena Dean is currently the resident manager of BAC Bahamas branch, with over 30 years of experience in financial services. Her innovative ways of teaching, such as engaging in classroom discussions of ethics that you better contribute to if you know what's good for you, and her thoughtful, provoking case studies curated for us to further make this experience memorable. Mrs. Dean's dedication, time, energy, and love that she imparted in us has made a great impact on our journey in exploring financial services and has left an indelible mark on all of us. Finally, despite not technically being a lecturer, I felt it would be simply rude not to include this individual who served not only as an advisor, but a mentor, a storyteller, a motivator, and the only person who could find a correlation in ice cream tasting to financial services. Mr. Ian Fernanda, across the 6 months of the duration, imparted wisdom, ensured our comfort with thoughtful snacks, and indelibly navigated the complexities of balancing our academic demands, our coursework obligations, extracurricular activities, and the assigned work by our lecturers, making this process being so seamless for us all. Mr. Fernandez's unwavering support and quirky antidotes added a touch of warmth and levity to our learning journey. Above all, he never forgets to remind us to always have fun. In conclusion, during this 6-month course, this 2024 G12 cohort has truly been guided by exceptional instructors. From financial insights to wisdom on life, they inspired each and every one of us. As we move forward in our journey in financial services, we're grateful for the knowledge gained, and we will take it with us to make an impact on the financial service industry just as they have. Thank you.
That's what my financial. Our first lecturer on this, Ashley Culver, thank you.
Hello, everyone.
I just want to take a moment to congratulate this cohort, me and alumni of the program myself. I'm so proud to see that everyone made it through all the way to the end. You guys have done exceptionally well. I am beyond proud of you. I hope to see you in the industry in the future.
Our second module lecture, Ms. Lindsay Rolle.
Good afternoon, everyone. This was not in the program, so I did not have any remarks prepared. But I just want to echo Anjali. Congratulations to the class. It was an absolute pleasure teaching you. And I hope that you would have taken away lots of little nuggets from our sessions and use them in your future. Congratulations again and to the parents.
Our third lecturer, Mr. Dave, prefers to be called Shannon Smith.
I want to say congratulations to the parents, not so much the graduates, but the parents. There's a reason for that. I said to this class over the years that I've been with the institute, many years, that this was the cohort that within the class possessed the greatest potential that I've ever seen. And to put that in perspective, I've probably been teaching for a little bit over 30 years, so that should tell you that has a lot of weight behind it. But to the students, congratulations. I know you will do your parents well. You already on a great path to succeed. And I know some institutions that already have deep interest in you. So don't disappoint.
Last but most certainly not least, the wonderful Mrs. Helena Dean.
Class of 2024, you've made it. Congratulations. It's been a long road. Congratulations to the parents as well. I had the pleasure of doing the final module. And when you think about it, if they've been doing this from September, by the time I got them in March, I know that they were exhausted and they worked extremely hard. But I want you to know that as parents, you've done exceptionally well. This group of students, again, I echo, the best class since I've been here. They are manly, they're a wonderful unit, and one supports the other. And that is very important, particularly in young people, that they are operating as a team and as a group, and not just for individual gain. So again, class of 2024, congratulations.
I'd like to thank each and every one of my lecturers, our lecturers, for their very heartfelt and kind remarks. And I thank you for being the best lecturers for the best class. But now we come here to what we all really waited for. And I'm not talking about the food, I'm talking about the award ceremony. Assisting in the presentation of the ceremony will be our patroness, Mrs. Yolande Donaldson, and the Executive Director of the Bahamas Institute of the Financial Services, Mrs. Kim Bodie. Please join me in welcoming them.
Good day, good afternoon, folks. We're about to begin the certificate and award ceremony. Before we do begin, we have two wonderful, lovely ladies that are here. I would, if they wish, like to give them an opportunity so that you can hear the voices that come with the packages. Mrs. Donaldson, I will let you go first, and if you want to. Ms. Donaldson, I must have prepared a speech, she's running. Just bear with us a minute, and I let them say a little thing or two.
President was saying my remarks already in the booklet. And in my remarks, I said something about without vision, the people perish. And it was Mr. Donaldson's vision that started the Bahamas Institute of Bankers back then. And in 2003, we changed our name to the Bahamas Institute of Financial Services to reflect the many, many changes that were going on in the industry, not only locally, but globally. And it has been my pleasure and privilege, you know that, to have carried on the vision of Mr. T. Donaldson. And because of his vision, thousands and thousands of young people are enjoying employment in the industry, lucrative, if might I say, Mr. Governor, salaries. They represent the middle class of our country. And they believe in this vision and continue to support the work of the Institute. So I want to thank all of you parents for allowing your children to participate in this program. And when we think about the 100 and you make up the number of 196 students who have completed this program. And we are so proud when we track the success of the others. We see that they have gone on to tertiary education. Some of them are working in the industry as a result of their internship. And so they're doing well, and we expect that you will do the same. So congratulations, and again, thank you. Just giving 100%, I greatly appreciate it.
Good evening, everyone. Before the call established, I would just like to add shout out to the school officials. There's one, there are many, I'm sure, but there's one in particular I'm going to shout out, and that's Mrs. Gator. Mrs. Gator was my daughter's teacher, but also one of your lecturers' teachers. So shout out to Mrs. Gator. Parents, guardians, and friends. And last but not least, the graduates. First, I'd like to congratulate the graduates, the teachers, and I'm saying teachers in your schools, the lecturers, of course, and parents for helping to make this day possible and special. Secondly, I'm standing on the shoulders of my late husband, T. Basil Donaldson, as he was sometimes called Bazzy. And I thank you for all the who made this possible for me to be the patronist. I have to be politically correct. And I'm humbled and honored. Thank you again to everyone. If my husband were here today, he would admonish you graduates the following way. He would say, get an education, a real education, not just studyration. He would further say that there are no fools running around here with lots of degrees, which are useless, both degrees and in person. Basil Donaldson was direct. He would say, be of good character. Your name is worth more than worldly possessions. And I can get back onto what Governor Rolle said. Lastly, remember as a Bahamian, your potential is limitless. Please don't put limitations on yourself. He was a very proud Bahamian who thought Bahamians could do anything they wanted to do. And I will end with a quotation from Nelson Mandela. Mr. Mandela said, Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Go graduates, change our world. God bless you all and bless the Bahamas.
Thank you very, very much. Could you stick around because you're going to be helping with the certificates. Can you close it down? Okay. So let's do the certificates. Ms. Morrison, did you happen with the certificates? So as I call your name, could you come up? These certificates read for those of you who are not going to get one. The certificate, Bahamas Institute of Financial Services certificate. This certifies that student successfully completed with either distinction or special credit or credit. And I think in my notes in the booklet, I would have remarked, and I've been with this program and taught with this program from its inception in 2008. We've never had a class like this where the difference between the top grade and the bottom grade is 20%. Which means the bottom honor was credit, not anything below that. So the distinction, special credits and credits, because the bottom grade was a B. That's really to their credit. We've seen as is normal in life, but these courses, we've always had a dropout rate. With a number of students, this is not what they do. This is stuff. And we've always had a dropout rate. Nobody dropped out of this. We've always had challenges with the persons being absent. We did not have the challenge with this group. And someone spoke about character, and that is one of the relevance of character. They put their character into this, and the results were everybody got followed. So let me finish reading. This certifies that students successfully completed with either distinction, special credit, or credit, the G12 Financial Services program, certificate program for high school seniors at the Bahamas Institute of Financial Services from the 1st of September 2023 to the 31st of March 2024, and has acquired knowledge and skills in the areas of financial calculations and technology, financial services institutions and industry, management basics, and business ethics. We wish the students all the very best for their future successes, and it's signed by the president of the Bahamas Institute of Financial Services and the executive director. That's the certificate. So the first question, I'm calling these in alphabetical order by surname. We kind of used to be in alphabetical order in this class was by first name, but today we could do it by surname. So the first person would be Deandra. I'm not going to call it program, but we actually use all the person's names. Deandra, definitely. Sierra Felicia Bastien. Aiden Bethany. Deanna Amanda Kemp. Alyssa Ray. Joshe. Jay Duran. Chinara. Tania Kubre Samia Griffith. Ria. Jeffrey Matthew Gregory. Talia Chavez. Ethan Zachary Black. In case anyone's wondering, they saw everyone come up in school uniforms, and Ethan is not in a school uniform. He goes to the school that doesn't wear uniform. Asia, the trial. From India, CNN, Scotland.
Hi, baby.
Yo, Tanya.
Hey, you know, all right.
Deontay, Alcina, Raymond. And James Tyler. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm going to call Governor Rolle along with this Anshanique Cobra, the lecturer of Module 1. We're about to give out the awards for the modules. And as is the tradition with this course, it is a bit of a competition. Competition has a good thing to it sometimes. And we do acknowledge the student for each module who's done the most outstanding work, and a runner-up, and then the next 3 students get honorary mention. And so that's what these awards are. So I am going to start from, and I'm going to read all 5 out, and then I want you to, maybe that's going to be too much of an hassle. So I will start from the honorary mentions and go right up to the top. This is for the financial calculations and technologies module, and the 3 honorees are Terrion Nicholas Bryce,
All right.
Jeffrey Matthew Green, Joe Shea, Amy Williamson. The runner-up is Ms. Tiana Amanda Cash. And the highest achievement student for the financial calculations and technologies module is Ms. Talia Travers. Next, Ms. Lindsay. I'm gonna ask Ms. Lindsay Ward, who led the second module, which is economic concepts and applications, to assist Governor with these presentations. And the honorary participation students are, I'm gonna just call their first name so they'll be ready. That's Tiana, Jeffrey, and Alisa. So, Alyssa, you first. Alyssa Ray Palmer. Just like to add some color commentary. We worked really hard to have public schools in this program, and that has been a very big challenge. We've only had 2 public school students in this particular cohort. We've had successes before, but in this particular cohort, there were only 2 public school students. One of them was Alyssa, and the interesting thing about Alyssa, she was also not a grade 12 student, she was from grade 11. We were worried that the grade 11 student might not be able to keep up with, because this is a rough program, but they actually proved that they can keep up with this and do very well. The next honorary person is Jeffrey Green. Deanna Cash. The runner-up achievement student for this module is Ms. Chinara. The highest achievement student is Ms. Talia Hamilton. Thank you, Ms. Ward. Mr. Dave Shannon, he loves his middle name. Mr. Dave Shannon. Okay, the 3 honorary awardees are Chinara, Benia, and Jay. So I'm gonna call them in that order. Chinara, right. Nia Gray. And Jay Ferguson. The runner-up achievement student is Mr. Jeffrey Green.
Oh, yeah.
The top student is Mr. Leah Hannah. Our financial institutions and industry module. Okay, we have one more module, and that's module 4, which was our management basics and business ethics module. This is a tough module. I would have sat through most of these modules, but this one's like, wow, how do these kids do this stuff? But they really get that. And the 3 honoraries are Chinara, Jeffrey, and Tian. So Chinara, right? Jeffrey Green. Deanna Cat.
Right, Deanna.
The runner-up is Miss Leandra Devaney. And the highest achievement award goes to, this is a management basics and business ethics module, to Ms. Talia Hannah.
Awesome sauce today.
Now, along with these certificates, they're trophies, but in the interest of time, we're gonna give those 3. So these are the awards, and I'd like Mr. President to join Governor for the overall outstanding students. And it reads, the Bahamas Institute of Financial Services proudly presents this award of excellence to, And this one is honorable mention, outstanding student, and it says third place overall. So this third place overall, honorable mention, outstanding student goes to Chinara. The runner-up outstanding student, most outstanding student goes to Mr. Jeffrey. And I'm sure by now. You know that the most outstanding student is the in the 13 groups of, this program, you had not many, groups where one person won all 4 of the modules. So Ms. Hannah is in a special class, of students, one of the few students. The final ones, is, is President, sorry, gonna welcome to join Governor, Vice President of the Bahamas Institute of Financial Services, Mrs. Christine Archer. And these are the final ones, and these are special awards, and these are just the honorable mention outstanding students, and they are Tania, and Jay. So Tania Amanda Cash, honorable mention, outstanding student. They was 5th place overall and gets the award. I'm gonna let Jay stay here for a minute because Jay also won one of the special awards. For overall, there's an award for overall participation. One of the major things that we try to accomplish in this course is to have the students really take the course as their own and own the courses. So participation in the course, just doing the paperwork, but actually engaging in discussions and asking questions and answering questions and giving your view is a very important part of this course. And Jay, congratulations on this overall participation. There are actually 3 other persons with this same award, overall participation, and they are Dania Gray, Jeffrey Green, The next person, I got a little anecdote about the next person, kind of forced us to really pay attention to all of the students' names. Some courses she signed up as Maria, the courses she signed up as Erica, she was, all over the place, but these are all the names, so she's very proud of her names. Maria, Erica, Leah. Those are for outstanding participation. There's one last award, and this is for something that we really looked at as a group going into restarting this program this year. And it was attendance. It's a real challenge to the students to attend every single session because they don't drive, they don't control the drivers. They have all sorts of things going on. Many of them are in grade 12 and they have so many competing interests. And in the past, we've struggled with students being able to come to everything. But this course is so intense that missing stuff really puts a dent into your system of learning. We do have an award for the student that had perfect attendance and actually was mostly on time, almost, I think it's like a very in the 90s in terms of being on time, but definitely attended every single session that we had over the 6 months. Congratulations to Mr. Terry on that. Another great So we're gonna quickly come up and get your trophies. We're gonna hand them out afterwards, but I'm being told that you should come up and get them. So this one is for financial calculations, Ms. Talia Hannah. So now, I hope somebody bought a truck and. Sorry, the next one is Deandra Bain. There are tons of trophies available till there, so we won't call it back. I just need to keep them up there. All of these are yours. And we'll call up Tiana Cat. Janara Grant. And Jeffrey Green.
Right now, I know you're all excited, so go home now. It's been a long time. But before we do, I have the awesome privilege of bringing up my dear colleague, Mr. Diana, whose excellence I've been witness to for 11, 12 years now. So what you're seeing now isn't out of the ordinary for, it's nothing out of the ordinary. And she'll be coming to bring a message from the class and the vote of thanks.
I just want to say congratulations to my fellow graduates. Thank you to the parents for making the dedication. Thank you to our teachers for recommending this program to us. And thank you to our lecturers. And thank you to Mr. Fernando for being there every step of the way. To have a special presentation. Everyone. I'd like to extend a congratulations to all of my classmates. I know that we all worked hard and we are all proud of ourselves today and the accomplishments that we have made. As we stand at the conclusion of our graduation ceremony, let us take a moment to reflect on the journey we have embarked upon in the world of financial services. Each of us have gone through a comprehensive curriculum encompassing vital courses such as financial calculations and technologies, economic concepts and application, financial services institutions, management basics, and business ethics. Throughout this program, we have not only acquired theoretical knowledge, but also honed practical skills that are indispensable in the ever-changing field of finance. We have mastered various financial calculations, including interest rate and investment valuation, forming a solid foundation for our analytical ability. Additionally, our introduction to accounting principles has enabled us to decode financial statements and make informed decisions crucial to ensuring the financial health of any organization. Moreover, delving into economics has provided us with a comprehensive understanding of market forces and macroeconomic indicators, empowering us to navigate through economic uncertainties with the utmost confidence. Our exploration into financial institutions has further enhanced our perspective by offering insight into the complex working. While the emphasis on ethics and management ensures that we emerge as stewards of financial integrity, capable of upholding the highest standard of professionalism and integrity. I am sure that my classmates will agree with me when I say that this program has been a valuable investment of our effort and time. It wasn't easy, but we did it. Collectively, the lessons learned have not only broadened our intellectual horizon, but have also armed us with the tools necessary to thrive in this competitive landscape of financial services. Due to the expertise we have gained, we stand at an advantage when seeking employment and making meaningful contributions to the Bahamas' financial sector. We are the individuals who would spark progress in the financial sector and cause growth in our economy. As we embark on our next chapter, our journey, let us carry forward the knowledge, values, and camaraderie forged during our time in the G12 Financial Services Certificate Program. We would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to each of you for your unwavering support and guidance in our journey. Your contributions, whether as a parent, sponsor, educator, or guest speaker, have been instrumental in shaping our academic and professional growth. From the insightful lessons of our esteemed lecturers to the enriching perspectives shared by guest speakers like Mr. Opa, Mr. Kevin Demerit, officers at the Insurance Commission, Mrs. Tamika Watson, Mrs. Alicia Conlon, Mr. Ken Kerr, Mrs. Madera, and others. Your collective effort has equipped us with the knowledge and skills needed to excel in the financial industry. Moreover, we express our deepest appreciation to the patroness, Yolanda Donaldson, and Governor John Rolle for joining us this evening. We are indebted to the leadership and staff of the Bahamas Financial Institution, the Bahamas Institute of Financial Services, including Mr. Dino Cartwright, Mrs. Kim Bodie, Mrs. Felicia Johnson Francis, Mrs. Miguel Pratt, Mrs. Jasmine Seymour, and many others who have worked tirelessly to facilitate this program through the long year. To our additional sponsors like J.S. Johnson Insurance Company, we acknowledge your invaluable contribution. As I conclude, the students of the G12 Financial Services Certificate Program are immensely grateful for your belief in our potential, and we look forward to carrying the lessons learned with us as we embark in our successful career. Once again, thank you.
Thank you for that very well thought out message.
We'll now make a special presentation to the patron, Ms. Yolanda Johnson.
The Bahamas Institute of Financial Services, our president, our council, all the lecturers of this program, we want to say appreciation for the time that you've taken. God bless you and the best.
Tiara will now come with the closing prayer.
Dear Lord, as we conclude this joyful celebration of achievements and new beginnings, we thank you for guiding us through this journey. Bless each graduate with wisdom, courage, and compassion as we step into the next chapter of their lives. May they continue to grow and make positive impact in our world. We ask for your protection and guidance as they pursue their dreams. Amen.
Right. Thank you all. Sticking with us throughout this very, very long process. I'm very excited. So we can finally get to the part that everyone's waiting for. And I'm glad to have the opportunity and the pleasure of being moderator along with the amazing
Nara Grant.
and thank you.
One more thing of note before I conclude, our one-day workshop is on May 18th. That's a Saturday. So put that on your calendar now.
I
Yeah.